It was almost midnight. The road was dark. Only the headlights cut through the fog. Eli stood on the side of the road, his hands shaking, his old bag hanging from his shoulder. In front of him, a black luxury car stopped with a sharp screech. The door opened. Mr. Carter stepped out in an expensive suit, angry face, gold watch shining under the street light. Mr. Carter shouted, "Get out of my car. Right now." Eli's voice trembled. "Sir, please. It's very late. Let me drop you home. Then we can talk." Mr. Carter walked closer. His eyes were cold. "You're fired, Eli," he said. "Right here. Right now." He threw a small envelope at Eli's feet. "Take your last pay. You're not my driver anymore. I don't care where you go." Eli looked at the empty road. No buses. No people. Only darkness. "Sir, my wife and son are waiting. I can't afford to lose this job," Eli whispered. "Please don't do this at night. At least let me." Mr. Carter cut him off. "Men like you are everywhere. I'll hire a new driver tomorrow," he said. "You made me late. You made me embarrassed. You're useless." Eli's eyes filled with tears. He bent down slowly, picked up the envelope with shaking fingers, and stared at the ground. The luxury car door slammed. A second later, the car roared away, leaving dust, cold air, and a poor driver standing alone in the dark. The camera moves up to the sky, and the voice asks, "If your boss fired you on a dark road at night, what would you do?" The night wind was cold. Eli wrapped his thin jacket around himself and started walking. His shoes were old. Every step hurt. His legs felt heavy. Inside his mind, voices were screaming. How will I pay the rent? What about my son's school fee? Why did this happen today? His phone buzzed. It was a message from his wife, Grace. "Are you okay? Our son is waiting for you. He wants to show you his exam result." Eli stopped walking. His eyes burned. He wanted to type, "I lost my job," but his fingers froze over the screen. He put the phone back in his pocket and kept walking. Far behind him, Mr. Carter was driving the same road, alone. He gripped the steering wheel tightly. "Stupid driver," he muttered. "How dare he make me late?" He remembered the party at the hotel. Important clients, rich people, cameras, lights. Mr. Carter had planned a big deal that night. But Eli, the driver, had arrived late to pick him up. "You had one job," Mr. Carter had shouted outside the hotel, in front of everyone. The clients had watched. Some of them whispered. Some laughed. Mr. Carter felt small in that moment. So he made someone else feel smaller. Now, as he drove, his phone rang. It was his teenage son, Daniel. "Dad, when are you coming home?" Daniel asked. "Mom is worried. It's late." "I'm on my way," Mr. Carter replied, his voice still hard. "Traffic is bad. Go to sleep." Daniel hesitated. "Dad, did you really shout at Eli at the hotel?" "The guard told me." Mr. Carter's face tightened. "That's none of your business," he said. "He's just a driver." He ended the call. On the side of the road, Eli kept walking. A truck passed by, splashing dirty water on his trousers. He flinched but said nothing. His feet hurt, his back hurt, but his heart hurt the most. "I served him for 6 years," he thought. "I drove his kids to school. I waited outside hospitals, malls, offices. I skipped my own meals so I could be on time. And still, I'm nothing." A car slowed down beside him. A stranger leaned out. "Hey, do you need a lift?" he asked. Eli looked inside. There were 2 men. Their eyes looked wrong. His heart beat faster. "No, thank you," Eli replied quickly. "I'll manage." The car drove ahead, but not too far. It stopped a short distance away. Eli swallowed hard. Something felt off. He checked his phone again. No network. He looked ahead on the road. Far away, he could see the taillights of Mr. Carter's car. Then suddenly, those red lights stopped. And the same suspicious car that had offered Eli a lift began to slow down. Right behind Mr. Carter. Eli's breath caught. He felt fear. But he also felt something else. Should I keep walking? Or should I go back? The camera zooms on Eli's face. Sweat on his forehead. Eyes full of fear. He takes one slow step. Then another back toward the car that had just fired him. The screen fades to black. What is Eli about to walk into? And why will it change everything? Eli started to walk faster. His heart was thumping loudly. The road was quiet. The air felt heavy. He could see Mr. Carter's car parked on the side now. Hazard lights blinking. The other car was right behind it. Eli hid behind a tree for a moment and watched. 2 men stepped out of the suspicious car. They walked to Mr. Carter's window. One of them knocked on the glass. Mr. Carter rolled the window down halfway, annoyed. "What do you want?" he asked. "Good night, sir," one man said with a fake smile. "You look like you need help." Mr. Carter frowned. "My car is fine. Move your car away." But the second man stepped closer. "We saw you driving alone," he said. Rich car. No driver. Dangerous area, sir. He rested his arm on the window. Mr. Carter shifted uncomfortably. I said I'm fine. Leave. The first man's smile disappeared. Actually, he said quietly, you're not fine. He pulled something shiny from his pocket. Not a gun, but a sharp metal rod. Mr. Carter's face turned pale. Open the door, the man said. Give us your phone and wallet. No drama. From behind the tree, Eli's hands shook. He could run away. He could pretend he saw nothing. After all, this man had just thrown him on the road like trash. Eli closed his eyes. He saw his son's face. He saw Mr. Carter's son, Daniel, too. The boy who always said, "Thank you, Uncle Eli." He heard his own heart whisper, "Right is right. Wrong is wrong." Eli stepped out from behind the tree. His legs were weak, but he forced them to move. "Hey!" he shouted. The two men turned. They looked Eli up and down. "Oh, the poor man again." One laughed. "What do you want, hero?" Eli's voice trembled. "Leave him. Take the wallet. Take the watch. But don't hurt him." Mr. Carter stared at Eli in shock. "You?" he whispered. "Why are you still here?" Eli did not answer. The first man walked toward Eli, annoyed. "Mind your own business, old shoes." He pushed Eli hard. Eli stumbled but did not fall. Behind them, a truck turned the corner. The truck's headlights lit up the whole scene. One of the thieves got nervous. "Hurry up." The second man reached into the car to pull Mr. Carter out. Without thinking, Eli grabbed the man's arm. "Stop!" Eli shouted. A struggle started. The metal rod cut Eli's arm. Blood appeared. He winced in pain but did not let go. The truck driver saw the fight and honked loudly. He slowed his truck and leaned on the horn again and again. Lights came on from a small house by the road. A dog started barking. The thieves panicked. "Forget it. Let's go," one shouted. They pushed Eli to the ground and ran back to their car. Within seconds, their car sped off into the night. Silence returned, except for Eli's heavy breathing and the soft ticking sound from the hot engine. Mr. Carter stepped out of the car, shaken. His hands were trembling. He looked at Eli on the ground, holding his bleeding arm, breathing hard. "Why did you come back?" Mr. Carter asked, his voice small now. "I fired you. I disrespected you. I left you here." Eli looked up slowly. "Because I am your driver," he said, eyes wet. "Even if you don't see me that way, God is watching me. I cannot leave someone in danger and walk away." Mr. Carter had no words. He took off his expensive handkerchief and pressed it on Eli's wound. "We need to get you to a hospital," he said. Eli tried to stand, but his legs gave out. Mr. Carter held him and shouted, "Help! Someone please!" The truck driver rushed over. "I'll take you both in my truck," he said. "There's a small hospital nearby." As they lifted Eli into the truck, Eli's phone fell from his pocket. The screen lit up. A message from Grace blinked. "Our son is still awake. He is waiting to show you his first position certificate. Come home safe." The camera zooms in on that message. Then on Mr. Carter's guilty face. He whispers to himself, "What have I done?" The truck door closes. The scene cuts. What will Mr. Carter do when he sees how much the man he insulted was already suffering in silence? The hospital was small. White walls, flickering tube lights, smell of medicine. Eli lay on a bed, his arm bandaged. His face looked tired, but peaceful. Mr. Carter sat on a plastic chair beside him. His suit was dusty now. His hair was messy. He looked nothing like the powerful businessman from the party. The doctor finished checking Eli's blood pressure. "He's lucky," the doctor said. "The cut is deep but not dangerous. A little more force, and it could have been very serious." Mr. Carter nodded slowly. He swallowed hard. "Doctor," he said quietly, "can I pay his bills?" "Everything. And please give him the best care you can." The doctor smiled. "Already done. We'll keep him for a few hours under observation." After the doctor left, the room was quiet. Mr. Carter looked at Eli's rough hands. Hands that had held the steering wheel for him in rain and heat. Hands that had just fought two men to protect him. Hands that he had pushed away. Eli opened his eyes slowly. "Sir, where are we?" he asked. "In a hospital," Mr. Carter replied. "You saved my life." Eli turned his head away. "You saved my job first. 6 years ago," he said softly. "I thought that meant something." Mr. Carter felt a stab in his chest. He took a deep breath. "Eli, why were you late today?" he asked. "Tell me the truth. I want to listen this time." Eli closed his eyes. A tear slid down his cheek. "My son had an asthma attack," he said. "We live far. I took him to a free clinic. There was a long line. I ran from there straight to your house. I didn't even eat." He paused. "My son came first in his class today," Eli whispered. He waited the whole day for me, but I wanted to reach you on time. I thought, if I keep my job, I can give him a better future. Mr. Carter felt his throat tighten. He remembered shouting at Eli in front of everyone. He remembered saying, "You're useless." Now those words hit him like a slap. "Why didn't you tell me?" Mr. Carter asked, voice shaking. Eli gave a sad smile. "Men like me are not supposed to have problems, sir," he said. "When we talk about our pain, rich people say we are making excuses." The words were simple, but they cut deep. At that moment, the door opened. Grace and a small boy rushed in. "Eli," Grace cried, running to the bed. "We heard there was an accident." The boy clutched a paper in his hand. "Papa, look," he said, his voice breaking. "I got first position. But why are you hurt?" He climbed up on the side of the bed and hugged Eli carefully. Eli kissed his son's hair, his own eyes full of tears. "My brave boy," he whispered. "I'm sorry I wasn't there when you wanted to show me this." Mr. Carter watched the scene. His eyes filled for the first time in many years. He thought of his own son, Daniel, sleeping in a warm bed at home, never worrying about school fees, never worrying about food. Then he looked at the certificate in the boy's hand. Top of the class. Mr. Carter stood up. "Eli," he said, his voice unsteady, "I am ashamed." Grace looked at him with confused eyes. So did Eli. Mr. Carter took a deep breath. "In front of everyone," he said, "I insulted you. I fired you. I treated you like you were nothing. But tonight, you saved my life. You proved you are a better man than I am." He looked at Grace and the boy. "My name is Mr. Carter," he said kindly. "I'm Eli's boss. Or, I was. But if he allows, I want to make up for what I did." He turned back to Eli. "Your job is not just still there," Mr. Carter said. "I am promoting you. You will be in charge of all my drivers. Your salary will be triple. And tomorrow we will go to the best school in the city for your son. I will pay his full fees from now on." Eli stared at him. His lips parted, but no words came out. Grace covered her mouth with her hand. The boy looked at his father with wide eyes. "Papa, is this true?" Tears rolled down Eli's cheeks. Why are you doing this, sir?" he whispered. Mr. Carter's own eyes were red now. "Because I finally understand," he said. "Money does not make me better than you. Tonight, when danger came, my money did nothing. My car did nothing. You, the man I threw away on the road, came back for me." He knelt down on one knee beside the bed. "I'm sorry, Eli," he said. "Not just with words. With actions. You didn't deserve what I did." Eli slowly reached out his bandaged hand. Their hands met. The room was quiet. The little boy smiled through his tears. At that moment, the hospital TV in the corner turned on. A news video was playing. Someone had recorded Mr. Carter shouting at Eli outside the hotel earlier that night. The clip was going viral. The reporter's voice said, "A wealthy businessman humiliates his driver in public, but later the same driver saves his life." Tonight, people are asking, who is truly rich? Mr. Carter watched himself on the screen. He saw his angry face, his cruel words. He felt shame, but he also felt a chance to change. He looked at Eli. "Will you come with me tomorrow?" Mr. Carter asked. "I want the world to see the full story, not just the part where I humiliated you. I want them to see the part where you saved me, and the part where I try to be a better man." Eli thought for a second. Then he nodded. "If it can help others treat their workers better," he said softly. "Then yes, sir. I'll come." Mr. Carter smiled weakly. "Then don't call me sir tomorrow," he said. "Call me friend." The camera slowly pulls back from the room. We see Eli on the bed, his family beside him. Mr. Carter sitting close, no longer like a boss, but like a man who has learned something important. The voiceover comes in. "Some people only understand value when they almost lose everything." Final emotional message/moral. Never look down on someone just because they serve you. One day, the same person you insult might be the one who saves your life. If you've ever seen someone treat a poor worker badly, remember this story. True richness is not in the wallet. It is in the heart.